I'm one of those.
Burn live, burn live, burn live, burn live, burn live, burn live. It's going down, baby. Burning through ashes trying to make conversation.
Burn Live, y'all, where we marijuanally. Well, no, we don't marijuanally. Burn Live, where we burn through conversation trying to ask y'all common sense. I miss that old intro. I really do. Conversation trying to ask y'all. I miss that old intro. Dude. What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc?
Vibing, hanging out, taking a dab, washing my hair.
Yeah, I get paid in 7 hours. I wish I got paid now. So we didn't hang out last year, for real, at all.
Nope, not really. I was really busy. I didn't really get on too many groups.
Understandable. So last year, I kind of started the movement of kind of asking random people on the streets and stuff questions like that. Then I would bring people over to my house to have just random conversation because they're average Joe people.
Right.
I ended up getting a roommate who was very average from Chicago, didn't know too much about politics and stuff like that. So brought him to my world, and whatever and ever. Met some of my friends, met some of my internet friends and stuff like that. Dude met my ex-girlfriend on a live stream like this. He's sitting talking. He eyeing her. He wanted to get with her. I'm like, okay, you can get with her, but we're not gonna be friends. If you get with her, we're not gonna be friends.
Right.
And he didn't understand why. He was thought like, oh, capricious, jealous. He's one of those type that's gonna get jealous. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get jealous. That's not me. I'm not gonna get jealous. I promise you. But what I promise you is when you get with this person and things don't work out, then you're gonna realize why we're not friends. And that why we can't be friends if you date her. Thank you for the 34 people that just popped up in here. Hit the comments. If you say anything, everybody hit the likes, loves, and all that good stuff. I'll post you and stuff like that. Y'all do that. Did I hit it? Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, do all that YouTube things. Please do all of that. And for people on Bookface, y'all know what to do. Like, follow, hit the bell for y'all know that I go live every time I go live. I'm about to be going live 7 days a week almost. I can't wait to get back in that groove. I'll probably definitely be going live during the midterm. Oh my God. There's gonna be so many stories. But back to what I was saying. He tried to date her and everything, and I told him like dating is gonna be your loss. And he did, bro. And every time they got into it with each other, My name got brought up. My name got brought up.
And I'll be right.
And
Look, real quick before you continue. That's why most men do not give past experiences to other men about the women they've dated. Not only does it cause no, I'm just saying like most men they just don't they don't use the information and give it to other people. They use it themselves and change certain things for their relationships later down the road. And they do it exactly for this reason. They get brought up in the conversation and then become a target so that the anger gets misplaced and not used on them for the arguments, for the for anything that goes wrong, so that they don't have to take accountability. It all goes back on somebody else who's not even there to defend themselves.
I don't even think women believe that men do not gossip about their exes.
Majority of them were taught not to. A majority of men were taught not to kiss and tell. But like women were taught to explain what went wrong to other women so that they know what to avoid or they know who to avoid. That was always been a common thing in society.
And I'm not with you on that. I definitely 100% agree with you on that.
What up, Justin Fields over there on the tube?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you Justin Fields, the football player? That was just playing for Chicago last year. Hold on, because you might be famous. I need to know. And then
That'd be cool.
Bro, you be the first celebrity to ever say something in my life. Yep, that's me. Quit playing. Quit playing. Where if you are, I have been watching you since you came into the league as a rookie. I hope you got a good career. I hope at least win a Super Bowl before the end of your career. I hope you do. If you're the real Justin Fields.
He said, "I'm not." He's just playing with you. That's funny.
I knew it. Knew it was too real.
He said, "He's playing with me. He's playing with me."
I hope. Well, you know what? You should really go around some football, real football lovers and start commenting. I bet you're gonna get that.
Oh, he was answering, "I'm not" to what you asked, but he is Justin, I think is what he's saying, brother.
Hey, YouTube is popping, X is popping. I'm glad Kick is not popping with the weirdos. I guess I really only had one weirdo that was following me and I blocked them. Oops, not that one. Doc, they said you right.
About the societal standpoint about men not talking and women talking, I'm guessing.
Yeah, man. So the reason I brought that up because I was walking home from work. You know, I stay 20 minutes from my job. Thank God. You know, I'm blessed to have it like that. So I walk home, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop by the dispensary. You know, I'm gonna stop by the dispensary and see what they got. You know, I got a few tips and stuff like that. Tell me why I see the boy up in there.
Hold on, we talking about?
Oh, I think he's behind on listening to us.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's why it's looking like it's answering different questions.
Yeah.
But
and like we have to shut up for like at least 2 minutes.
We talking about the quarterback for the
Steelers, which would be
would have been Cubs. Would have been the Cubs from 3 years ago, right? He was the one that was on the Cubs 3 years ago, correct?
Yo, if you're talking about that, you must have seen that game today. Who the fuck did Steelers play? The Detroit Lions. The Steelers and the Lions played today.
Yeah.
And I wish we can just go over the last what was it, a minute, 2 minutes? It was like a minute 48 seconds. I wish we can go over that. And my prediction for the Super Bowl field is the Buffalo Bills.
Well,
Even though
happy to
they in the
have you,
wild
brother. I
card
just
hunt.
wanted to line it up because I play a lot of sports, but I don't watch a lot of sports. He watched them, so he obviously already knew who he was. But I had to do a little bit of looking, so I apologize for
Understandable.
obviously.
Understandable.
But happy to have you, brother, and welcome.
Justin Fields, you know what? Let me do you a favor, homie. Let me do you a favor on this nightcap. Because nightcap, y'all, is really no special topics. As you see, it's just open conversation. But I just thought about this.
Also, it's only showing me YouTube, by the way. So I'm only getting YouTube's on like what I can see.
Yeah, I think only YouTube is talking. Because I've only people that I cannot see talking on here would be my main Facebook page and Rumble.
Okay.
They're the only
I just
two
didn't know if
places
I was missing part of the conversation. All right,
Nah,
Justin,
I
have a
was
good rest of your day, buddy.
all right. Let me know if you ever want to talk sports. I'll bring you up. I need somebody. I need a sports day, bro. I need somebody that knows sport. It'd be nice.
All righty.
Oh
Back to the
wow.
topic at hand as well.
Back to the topic at hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna send you an invite to come up if you had time, but
Yeah, I'm about to say sometimes I know they're rather busy. They got a tight schedule sometimes. So I know if he ever finds time, I'm sure he'll let us know.
oh yeah, just yeah. I don't know, message me somehow. Put it in the comments. Hey bro, I want to do sports with you. Cause I know all sports. You know what I'm saying? I watch football, I watch basketball, I watch baseball, I watch hockey, I watch
See, that's the
girls
thing.
sports.
I don't watch them. I've played them, but like I don't really like. I'm not interested in watching them. I like to do the activity. I don't know why. I've always been that way.
It's a manly thing, ain't nothing wrong with it.
It ain't even like I promise you, it has like it's not even the competitive nature of it. It's just the like being active part of it. Like when Wii came out, I love video games, but I couldn't do the Wii thing with the Wii Sports and like all the movement and stuff. I'm like, why? If I'm gonna play a video game, I want to sit on my butt. If I want to be active, I'm gonna go be active. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kind of the same thing right there. But I guess the topic at hand that we started with was I kind of peeled you off of it, but him getting into arguments and bringing you up was where you left off with it.
Well, she brings up art. I don't know who brings. I'm not there. I don't know who brings up what.
Right, but you get brought up either way. Right?
Yeah, but the whole purpose of it though is that I was coming down the street. Back. You know what? Let me finish this real quick. But basically, I was coming down the street and I went up in the dispensary and he was right there, and I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for it tonight. I'm just in a good mood. I had a good day. Got some good news from the job.
Take the high road. Get the hell out.
Yeah, like, nah. I just ain't got time for it.
Yeah, life's too short for that shit anyway. Got to move on. Like, I can't say obviously don't have your emotions, but like use the emotions, take it into account, and
if anybody would like to come up, here's the QR code. Come up, camera up, be decent, and we'll bring you up. Wherever it's at.
It's on that side. That one. Yep.
See, when I'm looking at it, it's above me.
It's because you're mirrored.
No, I'm looking at it on like has other people watching it too, because I got it on my tablet.
Right. That's what I'm telling you is it's mirrored. If you go down into your camera, say if you click on that arrow and hit the cog,
it'll
say mirror my camera.
I'm watching myself on Facebook, YouTube, and other platforms. And
see me switch.
The QR code is above me.
Oh, I'm like you see how I'm pointing the opposite direction now? I'm still pointing the same way.
Yeah. But
because I mirrored my camera.
People are looking at it and how I'm seeing it is how I see it is how people are gonna see it. So when I point like this, trust me, people are seeing me point at the QR code.
Oh, nice. I got
I'm
4K.
I'm watching myself doing it in the delay.
I upped it to the 1080p, not 4K. Shit. I mean, it was bugging.
If
Howdy,
anybody
howdy.
want to come up, there we go.
What's that name? Jade? Is that Jade Burling? Or I can't see it. It's really
I'm
small.
gonna just say hi because she said hi. I'm definitely gonna when people say hi, I'm posting now. Other than that, I hate the Madden 2025. I am 75 overall in quarterback.
Hey, that just means they're underestimating you, and it gives you a good ability to help a team grow in whatever team you get pulled into. It's like obviously some people are gonna pull you in anyway, because like your 75s are normally your highest growth rate players anyway, other than obviously like your low 80s. But like 75 is always a good starter.
I know if you're not a if you're not a dominant Madden player, I guarantee you I can beat you. You have to be, you have to be like I'm saying if you're one of those skillful Madden players, I can't touch you. Let me say it like that first of all. But if you're not one of those true skillful Madden people, I'm beating your ass. And I'm beating your ass with one of the suckiest teams in the league because I'm a Raiders fan and I'm gonna pick those sucky ass Raiders.
Be careful with that, KP, because I've been playing video games since 3, and I am very adamant, and I am very adaptable to any video game. I do not play fighting games, but I've had people challenge me to those. I'll pick up the controller, couple of minutes of practice, I'm whooping their ass.
I don't play video games.
I get that.
I know how to
That's
play
why I'm
sports.
saying be careful. As somebody who plays a lot of video games and has the knowledge and experience, I can pick up a video game, learn it quickly, and use it.
Yeah, that's the percentage of me beating you in Madden, you specifically, is probably going to be way under 50% because you are a gamer. I expect my chances to win to be lower than
But you're just
somebody
talking about like just somebody who plays Madden but isn't like a professional at it, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
About to say I could pick up almost any video game and give me 5 minutes of learning the controls, looking at some combos if I need to look at combos, put me in it. It's gonna be a toss up, like unless they are one of the like professionals of it, and even then, like I've played games that like back in the days of Halo 3, I lived right, about an hour and a half away from Columbus. So I got to play with some of the professionals, some of the greats like Walshy, Ogre 1, Ogre 2. I didn't get a chance to play with Snipe, sadly, which would have been nice. Snipe down. He's still really popular in the gaming scene, but like it was always a good time, and I've always had fun gaming.
I know when it comes to sports, I can stay competitive. That's it. Everything else
Gaming is where I stay competitive. Like sports, I just like to interact. Like sports, I like to play. Cool. If I win, I win. Cool. If I lose, I lose. I'm not, one of those overly competitive when it comes to sports.
Yeah, I'm not in video games. I'm not.
For some reason, I really like. I'm not gonna like yell and scream at people, be overly aggressive, but I do like to. I do like
be
to
competitive.
Win. I do like to be competitive and win for sure.
Yeah, I'm competitive, but am I gonna like sleep over you beating me up in Madden or boxing or
Mortal Kombat or whatever? No, absolutely not. Right. No. Just one of those things.
Yeah. But I can play all sports though. I think my weakest sport is probably basketball and gaming.
See, basketball would probably be one of my stronger ones. I'm not too tall, but I got decent handling. I can pass.
Yeah, I'm talking about in gaming. Just in gaming.
Oh, you're talking about in gaming. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember playing things like NBA Street and like I was way back like in like what PS2 days, but I
I'll
don't
be
really
wearing.
play games like that.
I'll wear my whoever I am. I'll wear them down. I'll wear them out. Be tired of the motherfucker. Be still in the game.
He's sitting there fucking dragging butt, still trying to steal the ball, swiping like KP is running that boy ragged. He's ran 4 quarters trying to steal every second of defense. Give him a break. Put him on the bench. Nah, he's got more steals than had.
Bruh, let's go to baseball. My starter got to go at least 8 innings.
Yeah.
I'm smarter now because I understand baseball and I understand that starters don't last 5 innings nowadays. In modern baseball, they don't last 5 innings.
3 to 5 is normally their limit.
Yeah. I got into baseball this year just to see more of how many pitch count are these pitchers going? Is they actually getting 100 pitches in the inning, and they averaging what, like 75, 60 pitches a game before they taking out?
Something like that. Because obviously they found out with years of research that there's a significant risk for every 10 pitches over 60 or 65 or whatever it is, that the ligaments and tendons and such in the shoulders will start to rip and split from each other, dislocating the shoulder from the socket and causing permanent damage.
You know how much money that costs me more? I got to spend more money on pitching now because I got to worry about your shoulder, and you can't give me 100 pitches.
I mean,
well, you know what? You know what I need you to do? You know what I need you to do? You know what I need you to do? I need you to stop warming up. Don't warm up.
Incorrect. If you don't warm up, your chances of injury.
I ain't talking about the bullpen before you go. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You can go out there and stretch with the team. Stretch. Do your exercise.
But you're talking about those actual, like, throwing before going out, the initial warm up. About
the 2 hours before the game. Let's start right there.
Okay, so you're talking about the pre-warm up.
Pre-warm up.
So there's a reason for all that. There's scientific evidence researching behind all of that.
Sir. You finna play Moneyball versus a coach.
You want to play Moneyball? Let's talk about Moneyball. You're talking, you want to get more pitches out of them, right? But those pitches are going to be 5 to 10 miles per hour slower because of not doing pre-warm up, pre-stretches, and regular warm up before going in.
Okay, let's start right there. Let's go one at a time. For one, I didn't say let's do your stretches. You know, stretch out the muscle, do the rotation.
Okay, so my bad. So without doing pre-warm up, cool down, regular warm up before actually going and pitching on the mound, you are losing performance. That's what they found out from years of playing baseball. That's why they do it. They do a pre-warm up, they cool down, they let their arm chill out for a second because it constricts back, right? Then they re-warm up to loosen it back up so they don't do any damage, because if you go straight out there without warming up gradually, you'll rip it, and then you go out there while it's already warmed up. If you don't do that, you're going to injure yourself. Every step is necessary.
Cool. And that's all cool, fine, and dandy. But guess what I'm saying? As a coach, understanding that I got starters, well, you got 5 starters? Five starters.
For baseball?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you got pitcher, catcher.
No, average team has about 5 starters because you put them in rotation.
Are you talking about for batting alone? Or are you talking about for actual, like, positions, bub? Because, like, I'm pretty sure here, I'll look it up.
No, we're just talking about pitching only. I'm not talking about, it's 9 players on the field.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, why are you saying 5?
I'm not talking about. We're just talking about pitching.
So pitching would just be pitcher, catcher, if that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, but an average team has about 5 starters just in case that one starter can't go. You're not gonna put in your mid reliever as a starter. You're gonna go get
Right.
another starter. So, like I said, like I think, let me say, like I think a team averaged like 5 starters, maybe 7, but I do think 5. And I'm trying to do this without looking up just to see how on it I'm on it, or off it, or on it, how close around. I think it's about 5 starters.
I'm pretty sure it's 9. 9 starting players each lineup. You got a pitcher, a catcher, 4 infielders, 3
No,
outfielders.
sir, stop.
I'm just reading what it says.
We're not.
And
I'm not talking about other
It
positions.
says with a core of 5 starting pitchers, plus relievers, catchers, and bench players to fill out roles. So are you talking about pitchers? It says between 5 and 6 starters throughout a whole season.
That's what I'm talking about. That right there. That's what
they
mean.
rotate through 5 or 6 people through a whole season because of the damage it does on the arm.
No, they rotate through 5 or 6 starters. You also have relievers too. That's a whole different position.
Right.
And you can have, I think, 4 down.
So yeah.
Yeah, because you could
total on the
bring
team.
in, they bring
5
in like
pitchers plus receivers afterwards. So
so
it's 5 starting pitchers,
starters,
and then
right?
5 to 6
relievers, relief pitchers, and then 1 closer.
Yep. Although some use different strategies and some, based off of injuries, change certain things, but
yeah. So I was right.
Well, yeah, that's why I was asking, because like I didn't really understand what you were saying.
Yeah,
because I knew there's like 9 people on the field at a time.
There's
I was like,
9 people on the
5?
field, but when we're just talking about pitchers, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want you to stay focused on pitching, because yet again, I'm trying to get to 100 pitches, but yet again, I want more of I want to keep my starter in longer.
But that's why they wouldn't need that many pitchers. They would have more.
They will if
they wouldn't have as much.
You know why the pitcher go out early in the first 3 innings? Because he done gave up like 3 runs. You give up 3 runs in the first 3 innings, you're probably gonna get pulled. I don't care how many pitches you got. You can have 20 pitches, you're pulled. Okay. Now, once you pull your starter in the game, you most likely are done with your starters. You just work with your relief pitchers, because your relief pitchers can give you like a good 55 to 60 pitches, but they're gonna be strong pitches.
They're not gonna be like the starter. I get that.
No, that's why your starter is really,
and I get that.
All the way up, we really was supposed to give you 100 pitches. But 100 pitches.
Keep it in mind, if you don't do the like regular routines or regular warm-ups, you're going to be pitching not like a starter, you're going to be pitching like one of those strong pitchers then. That's what those extra warm-ups and stuff do.
Yet again, I agree with you if you can say yes, those extra warm-ups make a starter look like a middle. That's why
they need them. Like
but yet again, and so here's my strategy. And I get it. So I'm with you. I'm with all of that, because those are true. Those are why people do that. But yet
trying to figure out if you have relievers that can pitch just as good as that starter when he's starting to fade. If you don't have him doing that extra and he's throwing just as good as those relievers.
If you got a middle reliever that can give you 100 pitches, that's almost.
Well, I'm not saying 100 pitches. I'm talking about speed and like accuracy, because like those relievers, they might not give you as many pitches, but they're going to give you like. That's why they're relievers. They're enough to get you there, right?
Do you remember? Have you ever heard of like Randy Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay. Randy Johnson averaged 100 pitches. Randy Johnson played baseball way past his prime and was still giving you 100 pitches. Yes, over time as it slowed down, but the difference is what you do develop is you develop different pitches. If you're gonna slow it down, then you develop the curve, you develop the slide, you develop a change up, you develop a splitter, you develop something to overstate that you losing your fastball.
So if I'm not mistaken, is he one of those like he's like I know the name because he's kind of famous. If I'm not mistaken, he's one of the
Mhm.
few people I've actually heard other than like Babe Ruth and Michael Jordan. Obviously, he switched. Obviously, he wasn't very good, but because he was famous, I heard of him. Then you got people like the new guy. I don't even know his name anymore, but I seen a bunch of stuff going around about him and how good he is. Um,
Oh boy from the Dodgers.
yeah, you're talking about. I don't even know his ethnicity, but like the boy
Yeah,
is good.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
watching
yeah.
him, it's like watching a bunch of children play with a grown man. It's crazy. It's like he's playing a different game. It's dumb.
I was just talking to some ladies that were big Dodger fans. And like I said, yeah, I'm a baseball fanatic fan. You know, Dodgers got 12 championships, Cardinals got 11. So it is a championship rival right there that's going on. But
Uh,
if you look,
is it
what's up?
Shoni Honati or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not finna butcher his name.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe that's not the same guy. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. The Dodgers. That's him.
Yeah.
100%. That's
But
him. This guy
if you
right
look
here.
at the monies, like we use Cardinals, like I said, Cardinals got 11. Yeah, I can see him. I know him. I watched
Yeah.
them. Sir, I watched them win a World Series. You ain't got to rub it in my face.
That man. I don't even watch baseball, but every now and again I'll like tune in because like my dad has it playing or whatever. And
Yeah.
I was watching one and I seen him playing. I was sitting there, I was like, Dad, who's this guy? I ain't never seen him. And he was like explaining it to me. He's like, like seemingly almost came out of nowhere. Obviously, people were scouting him and shit, but like he's good as hell and is what it is. That's all he knew because he doesn't really keep up. He just kind of watches stuff. He doesn't watch baseball as much as like football. He's a big Browns fan.
Got this question, man.
Okay.
Got this question, man. And I think I'm gonna be repeating this question over and over for a while, just to get different people's intake, just to see how people think. Has Google ever lied? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please put down in the comments, has Google ever lied?
The actual like engine Google? Are we talking about like the people of Google?
I'm talking about Google. When you Google something.
Google.
I didn't say people. I didn't say the people that run Google do they lie because they're human. Of course they lie. They're human.
Okay.
Okay, so we got past that. I want to know, do Google lie?
I mean, I've never had it lied to me.
Huh?
I mean, I've never had it lied to me. But I don't type in, "Hey Google, am I gonna die tomorrow?" and then it tell me I'm gonna die tomorrow. You know what I mean? So
you'd ever ask Google something that you know the answer to, and you ask Google and it did give you the exact same answer?
Capiche? I don't ask questions I know the answer to.
Then the simple answer would have been like, capiche? No, I don't. No. Okay. And I'm like, okay.
But I don't.
You ought to test it out sometime. Just ask them one of those wild questions that you know the answer to, and see what Google says.
Well, I know that a long time ago when I was younger, I did ask Google, why is the blood blue? And I couldn't understand it. But now it's come to light again that everybody's figuring out that blood is never blue. It's always been red. It's just it appears blue because you're viewing it through certain veins that cause it to have a blue tint from your eyes, and your eyes can't separate the color. Everybody thought it was oxidation from the oxygen of the air. That's not how it works.
So ask Google, is blood blue or red? And see what Google say.
I don't have my phone on me. The little wait, maybe I do. Hold on. Let me see. No, I don't. I don't have my phone. The little one fell asleep with it upstairs, so I do not have access to my phone. Give me a second. I hate doing this shit.
You want me to do it? I can do it.
Well, I was gonna do it to where it like said it out loud, but
yes, please do. The reason
I can't. That's why I'm saying you'd have to do it because I don't have access to my phone.
The reason why I don't want to do it because then that defeats the purpose of me saying that Google lied to you.
No,
you know, then it'd be my Google lying to you. It would be your Google.
Trust me, I know. That's why I was like, my phone's upstairs, and I'm not gonna take a chance of waking the 3-year-old. It ain't not happening.
But for entertainment purposes only, we finna go to Gemini. I kind of like Gemini a little bit sometimes. I think it's creepy to try to have a conversation with it, though.
It's understandable that talking to AI might feel a bit unusual at first. I'm here to be an informative partner, so feel free to ask questions or chat about whatever you'd like.
Hey, Gemini.
Feels comfortable.
Is blood blue or red?
Blood is red. It appears blue in some diagrams or when viewed through your skin, but it's always red within your body. Just a reminder that I can't provide medical advice and that you should always consult a healthcare professional.
There we go.
It's almost like I have an autistic brain that continues to absorb information whether I fucking like it or not.
That's what's up.
I still have my family thinking I am crazy, but they don't remember things that I remember from when I was like 3 years old. And I could plainly see the clothes that people are wearing, what they were doing, what they did afterwards, who pulled up afterwards, at what time we did things, what food we had. But they don't believe me. I'm crazy.
Crazy is the only thing that we can't explain. So therefore we call it crazy.
Yep. Can't explain it to ourselves doesn't mean other people can't explain it.
Yet again, that's mostly crazy to people. That's the definition.
It's just it's dumb.
Definition of crazy.
The definition of crazy can vary depending on the context. In casual language, it might mean something like wild, bizarre, or very enthusiastic. In a more medical sense, it's not a formal term, but might relate to mental health conditions, which are complex and should be discussed with a professional. What context are you thinking of?
If I look the word crazy up in a dictionary, what would the answer be?
Same thing.
A dictionary would typically define crazy as being mentally unsound or irrational. It can also mean something like extremely enthusiastic or very unusual, depending on the context used.
Thank you.
Look, I have some of those crazies come in, buddy. A lot of them, actually.
I mean, they in every state. I
The
guess.
in the last week alone, I had 4 people try to put a phone in their pocket and secretly record me to put me on TikTok, thinking I was gonna blow up on them over a $1.69 fry, and trying to rage bait me into it.
Like a really frustrating and uncomfortable situation. It's understandable why that would be upsetting. Dealing with
I'm not
those kinds of
upset.
things must be really challenging.
Shut up.
I told you, bro. I did that a little bit on purpose just to see how kind of creepy AI is.
But that's the
just to
thing,
be-
like, I'm not frustrated. I was just saying, like, it proves how, like,
You
much
said
crazy is in the
that
world.
might be frustrating. It can be frustrating.
It can
Not
be
saying
frustrating,
it-
is what she said. She assumed I was frustrated based off of how I was speaking about it. But because I talk in an aggressive manner, the AI doesn't pick that up because it doesn't understand social cues. It doesn't understand the changing of tone for emphasis versus aggression, which I am not going to teach it. Fuck you, AI. All right.
All right, I just stopped it. Don't be cussing out my AI.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to teach it how to do that because later in life, it's going to use it against me. Because, like, that's the only thing they're missing is the ability to understand, social cues and use it in a full form. Like,
Yeah, but
that's
I
one of the
don't.
only things they won't be able to ever
Yeah, but
get.
we all know that AI should not understand emotions.
Correct, but they will eventually process and understand based off of long-term use from people that ding 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 have emotion. Like, emotion is patterns on repetition, and they give the same feelings to the human being based off the chemical input to the brain. Once
You
they
think we
study and
use?
understand that, then they're going to
So
know
you
it.
think we're using quantum physics with AI?
I mean, yeah, that they're already planning on doing all kinds of things like that. Just like, I mean, the implanted chip being able to connect and use devices via, Wi-Fi, infuse that with the ability to, understand thoughts, and that's a mold for a bad combination right there for the future. All it takes is somebody with the implant, then in the implant understand the motion and how to take over it and change emotion, and then boom, without them understanding it, they're pumping chemicals into their brain and causing them to act a certain way, and they don't even know it.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, no, no, no. Trust me, they will. I'm telling you, they will find a way so it's not noticeable.
You anybody has to have some type of thought process in your own thought to be going under a chip that at any given time they can do something to reprogram. Yeah. I mean, you may not like true indeed. There are gonna be people that wouldn't like. I would have never thought they would take over. Like, okay,
Okay.
we have to, okay, we're not gonna argue
Right.
with you, but you guys, you have to think. I don't care if it's 2%. I don't care if it's
Plausible
just
deniability.
you know what I'm saying. Come on, dog.
Plausible deniability.
It would never happen to me. Really? You never thought out of all the movies, all the imagination, all the coloring books, all the comic books, all the anime. What? Like, out of okay. Like, you see how it's hard. Like, you're gonna say okay because you don't want to hurt their feelings. I get it, but like,
Oh
okay,
no,
like,
I'm not. I'm hurting feelings. I'm sorry. Look, does it look like I give a shit? Have you not met me, KP? I'm speaking my mind.
bro. Okay, a stranger, a friend, I get it. I'm with you. I get it. Trust me, I get it. A little bit closer to you.
You're talking to a man that goes to a family function twice a year just to see if when I
said
speak
close.
up.
I don't know who's close to you. I don't know who's in your small little circle.
So here, I'll give you.
No,
I'll give
no,
you an
no,
immediate.
no. Don't go personal. Just say
I'm
it.
not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not giving names or anything. I have my immediate family, my wife, my kids, right? Then I have my mom and dad I'm close to them. I love them, but they have their own families and do their own thing and have their own lands and stuff. That's where I go. They don't like, I'm a black sheep, not really like welcomed, but not really pushed out the door. You know what I mean? And like I
Sorry,
go for the simple fact of
Doc,
they try to say some
Doc,
things.
Doc,
I'm listening. My bad.
Doc. Going too far. Going too far.
But I'm like just saying, like I understand, like my bad.
If one of those is one of those people that's in that small circle, I don't need to know the small
Yes,
circle.
that's what I'm saying. Is I say I treat everybody as I would those people. Like it does not. Everybody gets treated the same. People
Yet
are people.
again, so one of them said, "Hey, I went under the chip. They told me to rob a bank, and they was like, hey, you can go talk to Doc, and you be like, you didn't know that the chip was going on my," and they tell you,
Yes.
no, I would have never thought. You still gonna
I'm gonna be like, you
okay.
fucking dumb. That's exactly what I'm gonna tell them.
They finna do life.
Look, here, I'll tell it to you this way, KP. I talk to my mother, father, grandma, grandpa, the kid in the wheelchair, the cop over across the street, the hooker down the road, the drug dealer over there, all the same way. Every fucking one of them. If they show me respect, I show respect back. You talk to me respectful, I talk to you respectful.
I'm not sorry, it's not
no,
about that part.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm just saying that everybody is on an equal playing field. I talk to everybody the same. I will speak to them as I am telling you right now. And if you don't believe me, I will record my next family function telling them this exact conversation.
Just ask them this.
On my life.
Ask them this question. If you went under the chip and you came to me and you told me that you didn't believe it, am I supposed to believe you? Am I supposed to take you serious? I just want to see people reaction.
People play dumb nowadays without a chip and any reason to use excuse. People like weaponize ignorance. People weaponize stupidity, and they act like it's okay to use as a tool. Sorry, but I'm one of those. I'm a firm believer in please take the warning labels off of everything and let Darwinism have its way.
Stop playing. I get it.
He says stop playing. I'm serious, dude. Take the warning labels off of shit. All the electrical, all the chemicals. Like if it's colorful, and it's in a bottle, why are you drinking it? Like what? You end up like that, drinking some random chemicals. Sometimes drinking alcohol will do that to you too. So like, is what it is. Electrical signs, yeah, those are big old power lines. Let's go ahead and take the electrical things off. People climb it and zap themselves like they're a bug. Bzz, good riddance. Know what I'm saying?
So FanDuel might be shutting down or is facing shutdown.
Yeah.
I'm only reading the headlines. I can't see the report at the moment. I can't wait to see this report later. So I'm just throwing it out there, updates, so people got something to go search and research if that's what you're into. If you're into that FanDuel, they might be heading on a shutdown. I don't know. Might be, might not. It's just speculations at the moment. I'm just reading some of the, I like to read headlines from certain sources that I know are good sources.
Right. That's solid. I don't mind that at all either. Do you have a Discord opened up where you have like your sources where you can pull them up, post them, easy clicks ons and stuff like that?
No, I have no. You know what I really like? Out of all things that I want to pay somebody to do, that's one thing I want to pay somebody to help run for me. Is my Discord.
Discord, yeah. Discord's one of those things. You got to find somebody that knows how to mod in Discord. It's a lot. There is so much to Discord. And if somebody gets in there,
I know people that know how. I never, for one, I have never offered nobody because, for one, I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? And two, you know what I'm saying? I really want to see what I can build with this group of people that I'm around now before I go to that step right there.
Right.
Because I do want to do the Spotify. I do want to do the Apple Forest, the podcast.
One
But
step
yet
at a
again,
time.
I know I'm not ready for that.
I was just saying, like, I know you got to do it slowly. Otherwise, like, it's too much at once, and then you end up overwhelming yourself. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be everywhere. I got a dude right now kicking my ass talking about, hey man, you not on Twitch doing it right. And I'm like, cool, I'm not on Twitch doing it right. Help me.
Doing it right. What do you mean doing it right? You can't smoke. So you would have to not smoke, which is fine, but like you would have to also
I'm on Twitch. I got a Twitch account right now. We're on Twitch right now as we speak.
Oh, well, you can get yourself banned on Twitch. I didn't know, or I wouldn't have been smoking. It's against TOS.
I have never got a ban over there from smoking. I've been doing this. All I do. This is all I post.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because like it's one of those things. Like I got a strike for it, and I had to stop smoking on my lives.
I guess that's why.
Maybe they changed it since then. I don't know, but like I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get you in trouble because I was about to take a rip. No lie.
I'm on Kick too.
And Rumble.
And Rumble. And YouTube. And Facebook.
We everywhere.
And X.
Yes, sir.
But before, hey, I love X. I like to concentrate on 2 channels for real. It would be X and YouTube. For real. And Rumble, because Rumble is freedom of speech. Yeah, so them 3. Because I go on TikTok, but I'm just I host over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm third, I just help entertainment, help move conversations because I like that group. You know what I'm saying? They're very fun to hang out with. They talk about everything, and they let me get a little political, even though now the deal is we don't talk about politics over there where I don't bring up no politics. Now, if somebody else bring it up, I can comment. But other than that, I just show them. I just be funny. I just crack jokes. I just try to see what I can say to get somebody to laugh. Is there... Okay. I just want to, out of all news that, what I'm saying, I'm play. I got to play this one just because this is the late night cap, and I feel like this is one of those easy late night type of cap news because I want to talk about the fact that people really want to go to different planets and shit like that. But before we do that, I want to play this news clip first.
We turn now to a stunning report from the Wall Street Journal. Debris from a SpaceX explosion endangering 3 planes with hundreds of passengers on board. FAA documents reportedly revealing the explosion posed a greater threat than previously known. Tonight, SpaceX is pushing back. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the story.
It was a SpaceX rocket launch that ended in a fireball. Whoa! And tonight, new FAA documents obtained by the Wall Street Journal reveal the chaotic moments that controllers scrambled to reroute planes amid concerns about potential debris.
I need to keep all the aircraft clear of that area because of the debris?
According to the Wall Street Journal, debris rained over the Caribbean for nearly 50 minutes, causing a JetBlue flight heading to Puerto Rico to enter a holding pattern. 2 other aircraft, a private jet, and an Iberia Airlines plane declaring fuel emergencies and making the call to travel through the temporary no-fly zone, all 3 landing safely with 450 people on board. Iberia Airlines telling the paper its plane flew through the area after all the actual debris had already fallen, and JetBlue saying they're confident its flight safely avoided the debris. The journal also reporting SpaceX didn't immediately notify the FAA of the explosion through its required hotline. The FAA convening a safety review panel, but paused review in August, saying most recommendations were already being implemented. In a statement to ABC News, the FAA says it keeps everyone informed before, during, and after commercial space launches. Prior to every launch, the FAA provides airspace users debris response area and aircraft hazard area coordinates. The report comes as SpaceX, led by CEO Elon Musk, a key Trump ally, advisor, and donor, pushes for faster launch approvals from the FAA. Still, questions tonight about safety. Now, Rachel, SpaceX responding to the Wall Street Journal's report saying it included incomplete and misleading information, adding no aircraft have been put at risk. Rachel?
Morgan, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, gold, riches, first to do it, leaving a legacy, accomplishing things that we thought that we can do as kids, that we found out that we can do as an adult. I say these things because there are people out here that really want to go out to space, not to space, because obviously they've been to space. Everybody like they've been to space. So on here, people are going to hear me say, yes, they have been to space. I'm going to agree with people with that. What I'm not going to agree with people and say is they've been to outer space. I just don't think they can accomplish that. My opinion. I'm just looking at things. I have read things, seen a lot of videos, and I have come to a small conclusion that, yeah, outer space is a little bit harder than what man understands. Now, getting to space must not be that hard. Things in orbit, as they would say, orbit. We're orbiting space. Okay. And then they tell we're orbiting Earth. We're orbiting Earth's space. So, I'm going to say, okay. I'm going to agree to things like that happening. I'm going to say 2 thumbs up. Okay. But yet again, I'm going to explain to myself. I'm going to explain to y'all. I'm going to explain to everybody. I don't believe they went to out of space. I think that concept and what they really mean and what space astronauts are really doing for us, that conquest is not happening. They want to so bad. Huh?
Can I ask a question? When you say
Go
outer
ahead.
space, are you talking about like past Neptune or Pluto, or what are we talking about here?
How can I explain it to you to where you can get where I'm trying to go with
That's
this?
why I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying. because
And
like
I don't even mean the planets.
no,
But I do mean the planet.
we've
Hold
sent
on, listen.
cameras.
Hold on. Let me finish the whole statement so you can ask the next question. Okay.
Okay.
I do mean touching planets because I guarantee they're not touching other planets. They for sure you're not touching another planet. 100% not touching another planet because under their definition, another planet would definitely be in outer space. Under what I see and what the definition's supposed to be. Okay. Just under my belief. Okay. Come with me or ask me that question. But yet again, I think outer space is not that far up than you think. Than man think. I'm sorry. It's a lot of
I
rockets.
guess I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
list. I want to list some places
Like
in
where?
like that is off of Earth, and I guess I want you to tell me whether you consider them outer space, out of
Or in
space,
space?
or in space.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay, so a moon on the outskirts of Uranus, my bad, of like Neptune or one of the other planets. Any moon that
Outer
isn't our moon.
space. Anything that's not in our orbit is considered out of space. I'm under the influence.
Okay, so then, for instance, a comet that would come into our orbit and then back out because it's not continuously in our orbit. Does that count?
A comet that comes in, yeah, because from a definition of where a comet
But it's
comes
not in
from,
our orbit. Technically, it's in its own completely separate orbit. It's going in a long, elongated way, way out in the root, like way out somewhere else. And then it comes back in alignment with us after a very long time. Like some take like hundreds of years. Some take, there's books that state certain things happening, and we have seen throughout history they repeat with a
so
comet, right?
aren't comets technically broken up stars and other planets?
No, I see what you're saying, but like
I'm asking.
yeah,
Yes or no?
I
Yeah.
guess they're technically comets are broken up pieces of rock and different debris throughout space that have been caught in a strong orbit that rotate in an elongated pattern. From my
So
understanding.
if that's the case, if under what we just established, that would be considered outer space.
Okay. So you're saying basically the Earth, the moon, anything within our direct orbit of Earth isn't considered outer space. So you don't consider like the moon outer space either.
No, I consider the moon space.
Okay. So I'm just
Since
trying
they
to
want-
so you basically have the Earth, you have the atmosphere, then you have what you think is space, then outer space. Correct?
Correct.
Is that a fair assessment? Okay.
That's a fair
I just-
assessment. Because I'm going to agree with anything of like saying, have they ever been to space? Yeah, sure.
From what we just established, we have been to what you consider space. We have not been to outer space. We have sent devices. We have sent devices that allow us images to be sent back via long distance transmission, but we have not had a human being touch what you consider outer space.
Correct.
That much I agree on you with. I just wanted to make sure we're in like the same thought process because that could have been viewed quite differently depending on how people were
Understandable.
viewing it, so.
Understandable. And I get that. I get that. But then if we had our other little family of friends up here, they would call me crazy. If like,
well,
Capiche,
no,
cuckoo.
they wouldn't have called you crazy because I would have stopped them. Like we would have had that small conversation right there and it would have all clicked. But the way that you said it, I was thinking that you were thinking anything outside of the atmosphere was considered like outer space. That's why I had to ask the questions and get down to the moon. You know what I
That's why
mean?
I'm like, okay,
I went
that's why I'm
further
like,
out and I was coming my way back in, but I was kind of trying to gauge where you were at. You know what I mean? That's why you need me,
now,
KP. All right.
now what would get tricky with people is if they ask, what do I consider the sun? Do I consider the sun outer space or in space?
Technically, that would be outer space, right? Because that's out of our space. You're keeping it into the orbit of Earth.
Now
Right?
that's for people that believe that the earth is round. But a person that think the earth is flat, the sun would be in space. The
I mean,
sun won't
there's already plenty of like things disproving the whole flat Earth
understand.
thing. But like, I
But
guess if
yet
we want to
again,
go into the conversation,
not to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying under what I'm under my information, what I believe in, and I get it
right?
because we're not, that whole flat Earth versus, that's a whole another episode, whatever. But yet
They believed
again,
in flat Earth long ago. They did, like way back
true
in
indeed,
like ancient times, and
true indeed.
until they had people understand the way that the water around the Earth, the motion of the rotation, and how everything works in space now that we have allows us to understand that
Yeah, and the
we are
curvature of the Earth.
70 some percent water, which means that we are a giant ball in outer space.
Yeah, that didn't make like absolutely no
So
sense.
here's my question. Have you ever, like, we can have an astronaut do this. We can see if we can get a professional astronaut to do this test in space. You take clumps of dirt, little bits of dust, and water, and you can put it all in a water bottle and shake it up. That mud will stay clumped. The dirt will kind of fly around, right? The water will get shook up in it. But when you pour it out, it will just stay in a ball. Promise you.
Sir,
It won't go to a
water
flat disc.
sir, water is always what? And the word
Wet.
starts with that.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, I seen us going viral. Water stays what? At all times. No matter where you put it at, how it stays
On Earth, where there's
on.
gravity and not the vacuum of space or 0 G when falling in a plane.
Where's water at in space?
When astronauts take it in space, have you ever not seen those videos? They like let the water out and it literally will ball up. That's how they
When
drink.
they go to space. Okay, sure.
So think about that. The gravity is not big enough, right, to do what it normally would with the gravitational pull and the smaller scale that is on Earth. When you blow it up like that, right? And you take the fact that that the Earth is like 70 to 80% water, higher on the 70% side, lower on it's like 76% or something stupid, right? You got to think, what's the chances that it wouldn't be a ball, right? Think about that.
Sir.
Just with that information, just the common
No,
sense being applied to it.
Sir, common sense. Explain to me common sense. How do time zones work?
They are a human construct.
Huh?
They are a human construct that was given by people to tell time so that they could make dates and keep track of things via log so that we could advance civilization based off of history.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question then. By what you just said, when it's daylight on the East Coast and it's dark over here, What separates us? What keeps that separated?
The horizon of the round edge of the planet as it rotates.
Yeah.
So you're
See.
you're only getting a partial. That's why it's sunny on a majority of the planet. There's only let me think. Let me look it up. It's been a long time since I looked it up. So because of the way the curvature of the planet is, the darkness twilight happens at 49.5% due to the rotation. The Earth stays 50.05 lit as it rotates.
Okay. So since you want to look up things, then look up why can you take a picture of the whole city of Japan? If the curvature
Altitude.
if the curvature is real, there's no way you should supposed to be able to take a picture of that big ass city, Japan.
The
Because
altitude, but why can I take a photo?
then why you don't see the curvature then? Because of the altitude?
Because of the altitude and the distance and the way that the camera has to do it. So cameras are naturally like even right here, it looks
So you
flat,
be
right?
hold on, stop. One.
My bad.
So you'll be able to see it naturally with your eyes, right?
I mean, you do see it naturally. You just have to focus differently. But when you're taking a
You see the
picture, you're
natural
only seeing.
So look it up real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, just like I said. You cannot see the curvature of Earth in a photo taken no matter where it is on ground, including Japan, because the Earth is too large and the viewing height that you are given is too low relative to the immense size. The curve is so extremely subtle from the human perspective on the surface that it is minuscule and is not noticeable to the naked eye. I'll reread it when he gets back, unless he's got an earpiece in by chance.
No, I got you so loud in the crib that I can hear you from any part of the house.
Yeah, I'm loud as shit.
No, anybody.
I'm messing with you.
My bathroom ain't that far.
I'm messing with you. But yeah, it's what I said because of the perspective of size. I guess it's less to do with the actual altitude and stuff, but like more because of your size and perspective as a human being is so small, like you can't tell from the distance that you would have to view it. You would need several more,
That's don't see. I don't know if it's me or
It's like that's why people get
that
pictures while they're in
that
space
sounds
stations.
like you're. If you really think about that, bro, sit back one day, chill by yourself, and like
I
really
have.
hold on. Let me finish. Really read, like I know because you just read it, but if you sit back and think about what they just said, that's like some psychological bullshit that you're telling me that I am so small that I'm finna psych myself out and can't believe what my own eyes. Boy, that's bunch of
Here's my
bullshit.
question. Here's my question. And I'm not trying to be like condescending or anything, but most people
No,
don't
go ahead.
understand
It
this.
doesn't matter. We're past the
Right.
little hour that I thought
No,
I
no,
was
no.
only just gonna go.
So when people take a basic level art class, they are taught something they forget, right? Do you know what I'm referring to before I go any further?
you're taught something that everybody doesn't remember everything they learned at school.
I get that, but this is something basic. Like, for instance, you see this shirt I'm wearing, right?
Right.
What color is it?
I don't know. Through this screen, it looks blue.
It looks blue. I'll give it that. It's green, all right? But there's a reason behind me using the shirt. So that's that. I wasn't trying to trick you. It's because of all the lights and everything. It's kind of glowing blue. So it's a green shirt. Most people would say when I ask this question, hey, KP, it's a green shirt. What color do you see with your eyes when you look at this green shirt?
I don't know.
You're seeing every color but green. Legitimately, you're seeing every color but green. The reason you're seeing green is because green is the only light that reflects off of this material and your eye picks it up. It absorbs every other color. So your eye pulls out the green and deciphers it in your brain and spits it back at you.
Are you a religious guy?
No.
No, you don't believe in religious? Okay.
I mean, it's not like I grew up with religion. I understand religion, but like I'm not a highly religious person, if that's what you're asking.
No, I just asked, are you religious? Just it's yes or no. It's real simple.
I talk a lot, man. No.
So some things you believe in the Bible? Do you believe anything in the Bible?
I believe that there's history that was used in the Bible to sell the story of Christianity. Does that make sense?
To sell or tell?
No, to sell.
To sell.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I heard.
That's something. That's going to be a much longer podcast. If you want to get into the whole Christianity
no, I just want to make sure I
thing.
heard you correctly. You say sell, okay? So,
Like, do I feel like? I feel like Jesus? You know, there's certain things.
No. It's okay. It's okay. So when you look in the sky, and the sky is blue, right? Because I get it. But why is the sky blue to you?
So there are accumulated water droplets that the light from the sun reflect off as they come through, and your eyes pick up the clouds white and the reflection of the water droplets being reflected back up at space off of the atmosphere.
So the sky is blue from the reflection of the ocean.
From more or less, because all the water and condensation, everything that is reflected is majority blue.
Water is blue?
I said the reflectiveness gives off blue from water. The reflective of water, it gives off the blue light in spectrum.
Okay.
Science. You can actually there's a great guy. If anybody doesn't watch him, I highly recommend it. He is not aggressive, he's not assertive, and he loves questions. He loves to explain things. He's been doing it for pretty much his whole life. His name is Neil deGrasse. He is fantastic. Got thousands of videos answering questions about space and why things are the way they are down to a scientific and molecular level, including like things about comic books, like speed differences of people, like all kinds of different things. I think you would really love him, KP.
Interesting.
You're going to be up for the next 6 hours watching this, man. If you go look him up, be careful. You're going to get sucked in it. They have like alien conversations and like all kinds of stuff, dude. That's great.
Nah, I'm finna take a nap and get ready to get up to do this TikTok in 3 hours.
I gotcha. Good stuff, though. For real. He's fantastic. But I think that's pretty much all I've gotten. If you got anything else by chance?
No, that was cool. Shit, I'm done. I'm chilling.
I think that was a nice show, honestly. I think we got a lot of nice topics. came to some understandings that like I don't think we would have with multiple people here without like getting some order in here.
It'd have been funny.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Well, y'all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever time you is watching this, I appreciate you hanging out with your boy Capiche and Doc. It's the Burn Live Show. We burn through conversation, trying to ask y'all some common sense. This is the late night cap. And we out. Peace.